Wow. Okay, let's move on to the best sport in the world right now. The NBA. We're in the finals.
Best sport in the world?
Right, well, they're in their finals. No one else is in their finals.
Maybe the most watchable right now.
Basketball never seen football.
Right now, they're in their finals, the most interesting. NBA finals, let's go. What's you guys,
Give me buckets. Give me buckets, punked.
Hey, I'm going to put you on the
hot seat. Call him one time because it's slander on Jimmy Butler.
I think you need another apology. So you apologise to...
man. That's gone in this paper.
No. Zip it. You apologise to Bam. I think you need to apologise to Jimmy Butler. He had...
what was the Bam film about?
He basically said Bam would be a factor in the Celtics series and Bam was...
Against Tags?
And Bam was the best player in that series.
What's Tags going to do with Bam?
I don't know why he said that.
To Jimmy Butler.
So what? Jimmy Butler had the best...
Jimmy Butler has been in this playoffs. Let me give you some stuff.
No, let me start first. Because you like to talk... Zip it.
Let's just slap each other.
Jimmy Butler had the best triple-double in NBA history. In the finals history, at least.
In history, because they're in the finals.
NBA finals history. Well, yeah, you could say NBA history, but in NBA finals history, he's had the best triple-double. And even outplayed LeBron, guarded LeBron the whole game. And you want to still sneak this guy.
You can't chat to Jimmy.
You can't touch to Jimmy. That's why I'm wearing this top. So I'm wearing this top, I had to pay respect, I had to pay dues to Jimmy Butler, He's on the back, got Jimmy Butler right there for a reason. So talk, boy.
Jimmy Butler got 6. Jimmy Butler in this playoff, 6 points, 12 points, 16 points. Mm-hmm. That's awful.
16 is good.
It's not awful.
6 points. 6 points is awful.
It's not awful because he's not.
Different people have led the team in scoring. Maybe Jimmy Butler is just about he cares about winning more than stuff. Jimmy Butler is a good player in the foxhole. I just don't rate Jimmy Butler's attitude sometimes. How he did Minnesota, poor.
How was that poor?
Because he actually quit on his team. You can't quit on your team.
How did he quit on his team?
His team quit on him. They had no heart.
How did he quit on his team?
Playing with A. Wiggins.
Quit on his team. He basically forced a trade with the Rachel Nichols interview.
Wait, how did he quit his team? Please clarify that.
He quit on his team. He was out on the players.
That one where he beat them with the
the first stringers.
Slap them boys.
He put them on his team. He did that in front of the media. He could have done that all in house. He made that a public affair. That's
because they're punks.
They're boys.
You can't do that.
Remember, they were a viable team in the playoffs before he got injured. And even when he came back from injury,
he's the reason they went to the playoffs.
Anyways,
because he came back and they won that last game against.
Jimmy Butler's a leader.
They went to the playoffs.
So they quit on him. He realised that they weren't on the level. They weren't sufficient enough.
Talk now.
Can't carry on because you're talking crap. Let's go.
Let's talk. Jimmy Butler. Okay. The Philly.
Fam, you're out of ammo, G.
Wait,
you're starting.
You're waffling, G.
Wait, the Philly thing is just a difficult man to work with. He forced his way out.
Look at Philly, G.
They got swept by the Celtics, fam. In hindsight, he's in the finals.
Simmons.
We're on 76ers and we're Timberwolves right now.
This is a unique situation that he's in. He's not even the best player on his team.
Who is?
Bam is the best player.
You can make the argument about it's Jimmy Butler, Karen.
I go Jimmy Butler.
Over Bam.
You can make the argument for Bam, but it's Jimmy Butler, Karen.
I'm going Jimmy.
Bam
Bam
leads them in assists, rebounds.
It doesn't matter.
Bam can't give you 40 points.
AD leaves Lakers with probably blocks, maybe steals, points.
Bam can't get me 6 points as well.
Is AD better than LeBron? We all know that's not the case. But Karen,
AD is more dominant than LeBron right now.
If you want to say that, okay, fair enough, Karen.
As for Jimmy Butler,
just apologise to the guys.
Just appreciate him.
Yeah.
He has to go up in the rankings. Like, I don't know if you're doing top 10, top 20, but Jimmy Butler has to go up.
Definitely top 20.
He has to
definitely
go
top 15.
He's not top 15.
He's definitely top 15. Name me 15 players.
I don't know if you can name 15 after
right now.
What he just showed, it's nuts. What he just did.
It's not just 1 or 2 games. It's a catalogue of games. Players where your legacy is made. The pressure cooker.
It's better than Dame.
Huh?
Probably not.
Better than Kyrie.
You're comparing it to guys that have really done.
Better than Kyrie now, yes. I'll take him with Kyrie right now.
I'll take Kyrie.
I'll take him with Kyrie.
I forgot what Kyrie.
You are drunkard. You are drunkard.
I ain't going there.
Kyrie, don't take it.
I'll take him with Kyrie because Kyrie's resume about LeBron. What is it?
I'm taking Kyrie.
Listen. What's Kyrie's resume about LeBron? What is it? Name me Kyrie's resume about. Went to the Celtics.
AD's resume about LeBron.
What's Giannis' resume period?
Yeah, that's a 2-time
MVP. What's
Cap?
Let me go for the list. You can tell me. Simmons or Butler?
I'll take Butler.
Okay.
Yeah, Butler.
Embiid?
Butler.
Tatum.
I'll take Butler.
I'm very drunk.
Come on.
We saw them pay each other. What happened? What happened when they paid each other?
It was Bam.
No,
it was Bam. It wasn't Butler.
What this season?
Yes, the last round. What happened?
Never.
Yeah, what happened?
But it wasn't Butler.
Oh, you're saying
What happened to Tatum, G?
But it wasn't Butler that knocked him out.
What happened to Tatum?
Tatum was better than Butler in that
Tatum will
series.
shoot 26% from
Nah,
three.
Tatum.
Nah, man.
Poor halves. I can't fault my idea for going with Butler there.
Mellow, man.
Tell me why, of course, Tatum's better.
And it's about time. Guys love talent too much. I love guys who perform.
Yeah, he's right.
Perform.
The fact that
Perform
Tatum-
for me.
He went a couple first halves without scoring at all.
Yeah.
So don't Tatum.
Tatum will come though.
He's better than Westbrook in my eyes.
Harden.
Yeah, better than
We're still mentioning Westbrook on this podcast.
Westbrook and Butler are two sides of the same coin.
Better than Westbrook.
It's just that Butler's taller than him. Yeah,
Okay, he's taller than.
That's a count. It counts.
Sorry.
There's a reason LeBron's one of the best. He's 6'9", bigger and faster than everyone. Carry on.
You say Butler's 6'9"?
No, LeBron.
6'7". Butler's actually in better condition. What I would like to say about Butler.
Stop trying to diminish this guy. Give him his flowers.
Butler or Paul George.
Butler.
We know what this is.
I was going to say Paul George.
You want to say Paul George? Can you name the guys?
Regular season Paul George.
I don't care.
Name the guys.
Doncic.
Doncic, yeah. You can take
Zion.
Doncic. Nope.
Zion.
The guy's struggling.
You're crazy. The guy that can't even stay healthy.
Yeah, you can take Jokic.
Jamal Murray.
No.
I'm taking Butler, fam.
I'll say Butler.
I'm taking
Over Jamal Murray.
Yeah,
Fam, you can't
Donovan
base
Mitchell?
off one player.
Nope.
Butler.
Jimmy B.
So all of a sudden Jimmy B's
I'm
a top
taking
10 player.
Mitchell, man.
We're gonna see.
He may not be top 10. He's top 15.
Wait,
He's top
wait,
15.
wait.
Top 15
I
definitely.
feel like he makes top 15.
I have Jimmy Butler as 11th.
He has to elevate after this pussy.
Yeah.
He has to elevate.
Tell me the 11th.
The 10 guys, or 10 guys above him, I have him. LeBron, Kawhi, KD, Giannis, Steph, AD, Harden, Dame, Jokic, and Luka Doncic.
Is he better than Clay?
You could.
I'll say Clay.
I'm taking Clay every single day, and that's
I need to
what
add
I'm
Kyrie to that list.
Nah, I can't have Kyrie right now.
Add Kyrie to that list.
Guys are gonna see next season. While Clay.
You can have Clay, but I can't have Kyrie.
Good.
I can't have Kyrie.
I'll take Clay.
Kyrie's a poor leader. A very, very poor leader.
All we care about is
No, it's not because when he was on the Celtics, they've done well in the regular season. They come to the playoffs.
You're drunk. You struggle with this track, fam.
Is there something in this room that's making him sad?
Kyrie, he came to the Celtics, they're great in the regular season. They won like a 20-game winning streak. He gets injured for the playoffs. They take LeBron James 7 games. Next season, Kyrie's there. They get their bums smacked by Giannis and Co. Jimmy Buckets, what did he do to Giannis and Co? He got them out there in 5 games. So don't tell me about Kyrie. Kyrie's resume about LeBron is very, 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 very bad. Let's be real.
So what round did Kyrie lose in? Second round.
I think it was second round, yeah.
Yeah, whose team was better that year?
Who?
Philly or Boston? Because Jimmy Butler was with Philly, you know.
But this round he's in the finals. Has Kyrie ever made it to
I
the
don't
finals?
give a damn.
That's why this
Kyrie's
season.
got a ring. He's got a
But
ring.
he went
And
with
he's gonna get
LeBron.
multiple rings. He's gonna get multiple rings with KD.
They ain't winning a ring, G. Unless they get a leader, they ain't winning a ring. We're gonna touch on that. That's a good segue. Let's go.
No, we're not segueing yet.
Let's segue. Let's
Why are you moving on? Moving on, because I've got something to talk about. I've got to talk it.
Talk it.
Let's talk about
Talk
LeBron
it
in that game 3. What was he doing?
LeBron?
Yeah.
He wasn't good
No,
enough.
because I'm.
Yeah, 8 times. He was poor.
Oh, what, you might want LeBron to be called every game. He lost. It's a best of 7 for a
Why did you
reason.
tell Jimmy Butler
It's best of
you're
7
in
for a
trouble?
reason.
That's poor, LeBron. He didn't back it up.
Yeah, he lost.
You're gonna back it up tonight.
Yeah,
You ought to.
Lakers in 5. They beat everyone 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. We
that's
always give them one. We give them one.
If he
You
was
know why you're the most
but for
flawed
now,
guy in the whole of the media? I don't get you because you want to criticize LeBron, you don't want him to win, but yet you want him to be better than Jordan. It doesn't make sense for LeBron
You're
to be better than Jordan if he's gonna lose games. You're just flawed. You're a flawed individual. You're just a psycho up here, G. You don't make sense. You're buzzing, G. You're buzzing.
Let me tell you something. I love to root against LeBron, but at the same time, I can't deny his greatness. Do you get what I mean?
You're conflicted.
No.
Yo,
Fam,
Bush,
that
you
makes
had to invested, fam.
You're conflicted.
No,
You have to be, G.
LeBron's is an amazing player. Like, look at him. No one's doing this at 35 years old.
Okay.
He must be. It's special talent. You know, if an alien came down and told me who the best basketball player in the world is, I'm gonna tell him that it's KD.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Alien's gonna kill you.
Alien's gonna take you. Have you wash their dishes?
I'm gonna die. You're gonna die.
KD, that mama's boy.
I want people to understand. My main grab is that the 90s generation thing, that 90s basketball was so amazing. But only one man was dominating that generation. I believe this era is better. The teams are better. That's why I believe that LeBron is probably better.
I agree.
That's why I believe.
I agree that teams are better. I don't agree that LeBron better than Jordan, but
not better than Jordan.
it's definitely harder. His road is definitely harder than Jordan's.
He needs 2 more rings.
I don't think he can. Well, no one's ever gonna give it because obviously 6 finals, 6 MVPs.
No,
compared
if he gets 5,
4
there's
and
gonna be a real
6.
argument.
No. See, that's the,
But obviously, we had a discussion. We believe that
3 in a row.
16 ring is 1.5.
Which one?
The 3-1 comeback ring.
Oh yeah.
That's like 1.5.
But I still think he needs 2 rings. But Marcellus Wiley on Speak for Yourself, he made a great analogy. He said LeBron ain't gonna win with the 1K quicker than knockout. That's what Jordan has. He has 6 Finals MVPs, which touches up to another point because guys try to say LeBron doesn't need a Finals MVP this year. He needs it if he wants to, build his case for the GOAT. But LeBron can win his case by a points record. Like in the boxing matches, coming by points, little jabs here and there. He can have all the records, he can have all the stats, he can have all the triple doubles, this, that, the longevity, everything.
But LeBron doesn't have the same stories like MJ. MJ has like some mythology myth. Like LeBron, Jordan would say this, and then this would happen.
There's a word to MJ.
But now LeBron will tell Jimmy Butler like he's in trouble, and then Jimmy Butler will tell him that. Jimmy tell him you're in trouble.
LeBron can't see Jordan. Let's not.
LeBron,
he's second. The only way for me he can even have an argument is if he wins 3 in a row.
But do you have to think of what LeBron is doing till now and what MJ has done, and MJ played for fewer seasons.
It's true. He's 6. LeBron's halfway.
Yeah, it's true, but. My main thing with MJ, why it's not as far as people try to make out.
It's not that far.
No, the reason because when the league was at its peak at that time, the 80s, MJ wasn't eating nothing.
Yeah. He was holding.
He wasn't eating nothing. He wasn't being.
He was still growing up in the league.
He wasn't being He wasn't being the bad boy Pistons. He wasn't being the what's called in the 80s. He wasn't beating the Lakers. He wasn't beating the Celtics. He wasn't beating those teams that are stacked, like Golden State are stacked. He wasn't beating those teams. In the 90s, those guys fell away. He went at 8.
He was just lucky that he was born that time.
Which is credit to him. But we have to remember that as context because guys try to say it's too far. But what I would say, LeBron gets 2 chips and 2 Finals MVPs. He's right up there.
Next season's going to be so difficult for him.
Right up there.
Next season's going to be very difficult for the Lakers. The fact to repeat is difficult. Oh yeah, to repeat is difficult. And then the other teams are strengthening. Obviously, Golden State is going to be a big factor next year.
Nuggets will be better.
And if it's in a bubble conditions, I do not count against Golden State. Running it back.
I don't overcount against Nets if it's in bubbles.
KD and Kyrie.
I don't count.
I count them out.
KD and Kyrie with no fans.
I count them out.
In a park scenario, we're taking dogs out.
That's 80 points.
I count them out.
Can you be expanding why you count them out? Let's move on to this.
Like we talked
why do you hate Kyrie so much?
I don't hate Kyrie.
You do hate Kyrie.
I hate nobody. I don't hate Kyrie. But I'll tell the truth about guys.
It's personal for you, man.
It's personal.
It's
not personal. I don't hate Kyrie. But I just tell the truth. Kyrie is a strange guy. He has no leadership skills.
No, he is a strange guy.
Very strange guy.
So Jimmy Butler's a strange guy.
But he can lead. Yes, proven he can lead. Kyrie can't lead. Kyrie has proven he can't lead.
But you know what point is he's a strange guy.
No, he's a strange guy and he can't lead.
LeBron's a strange guy.
But he can lead. Kyrie can't lead. And KD... Let me finish.
Kyrie just using LeBron's playbook.
Okay, let me finish. KD is a mommy's boy. He is a mommy's boy.
So what's bad about being a mommy's boy?
He can't lead. None of them are leaders. So when the going gets tough, look at the comments they're saying. Oh, we don't need a coach. We're going to do our coaching ourselves. What kind of BS is that? What kind of BS is that?
He's talking about his
KD agreed. They co-signed. And then Kyrie wanted to spit lies about, oh, this is the first time, I thought, I was the best option in every team. I paid down for the stretch, whatever.
That's true though.
This is the first time in my career where I can look down and be like, yeah, that MF can make that shot too.
If you look down, yeah, that's true though.
That is not true.
LeBron made some shots in Cleveland. I don't want to hear that.
The stats suggest otherwise. The stats suggest LeBron's more clutch than KD.
LeBron's go-aheads are never when he's down. They always win it's tie. It's a tie game.
They're going or not.
They're tie game. They always win a tie game.
They're going or not.
When Kyrie is shooting, it's a big moments.
Yeah,
that's a skip.
In Game 7, it was tied.
It was tied.
It was a big shot, but it was tied.
Exactly. So
and Christmas Day, they were down, but it's Christmas.
It was regular season.
The thing is, the stats say LeBron's more clutch than both of them.
Obviously, that's why you can't trust the stats. Because everyone knows that.
More clutch than KD.
Yeah, the stats say he's more clutch than both of them.
We can use our eyes. Huh? We can use our eyes as well.
That's what the stats say. So,
and we can remember a special game. It's a game 3 when both of them had moments down the clutch.
Yeah, KD's half ring. Karen.
Did they give him half a ring? Because I see 2 full rings around his hand.
Did they give LeBron 1.5 for beating Golden State? No, they didn't. So you want to do that math? I'm going to do the math for KD. He has half rings.
So you're saying KD only has 1 ring? That makes no sense.
He does. KD's half
flipping mug.
He man deflecting ring. KD has 2.
KD has 4 rings.
So they both had played down a stretch. Yeah. Let's start with KD. What did KD do when he had these big moments?
He pulled up in LeBron's eye. Once, yeah. And he tried to. Well, LeBron, he would have done twice, but then LeBron ran off the screen and he pulled up in J.R. Smith's eye.
Okay.
Someone's going to hold this. Someone's going to hold this free. I don't care who holds it.
So what happened when LeBron had it down the stretch in those games.
Isn't that when she kicked out to Kyle Korver?
J.R. Smith crooned up. That's what happened.
Yeah, Smith cleaned up as well, yeah.
So,
Okay, what happened to KD in 2016?
It's
you
true.
can say that, exactly.
Game 5, Game 6, Game 7.
It's Game
Game
6.
seven- Game 7
No,
is
the
good,
Game
by the way.
7.
Game
Game 7 is fine.
He
Game
called it
6
Game
is the issue.
Yeah.
He was very selfish in that game. And
he's nuts.
OKC should have won. OKC should have won.
Why didn't they win?
Why didn't
They were
Mr.
6 points up in this. 6 points up with like 3 minutes left. That was more than that. Then Clay hit the best shot I've ever
It's
seen.
nasty.
The best shot. It was so deep, bruv. It was so deep.
Westbrook.
It was so deep.
It was weird.
Obviously, Westbrook was running that team, which is a bit weird when KD.
Yeah, but that's on KD as well. You're supposed to be a leader. Well, you're not a leader because you're a mummy's boy. Why didn't you tell Westbrook, Wagwan? Everyone knows you're the best player in his team, but Kyrie's going to run this team. And you're going to see, it's going to be similar stuff. They're not going to win a chip unless they get a leader in this team. They're not going to win a chip. Or unless everyone gets injured or something silly
Okay,
like
we're
that.
talking about those chips. Okay, who's the leader on Clippers?
Leader on Clippers.
Kawhi.
It's
Where did that leash get them?
He didn't get anywhere.
He didn't have any
So
backup.
what's the?
That's the point. They're not
No,
gonna win.
you're saying they've got. You said the leader's Kawhi.
Yeah.
But that leadership got them nowhere, and then Nets haven't got no leader. Like having a leader doesn't just mean you're gonna get to a championship. Look at.
Hey, but
So it's not about having. It's not really about having a leader and
Toronto
stuff.
won the
Like,
chip.
No, pause.
When Toronto won the chip.
Kawhi wasn't good enough as a leader. They didn't win. If
But when
KD had-
Toronto won the
pause,
chip-
pause.
so that means that Clippers are not gonna win anything then.
Clippers no.
They're not gonna win any title then if Kawhi's the leader. You say Kawhi's not a good enough leader. They're not gonna win anything. Same as Nets.
Because Kawhi leads by example.
And also the next duo is better than the Clippers duo.
Kawhi leads by example. Even though this season he's
I
least scored.
can say KD leads by example.
KD's a
I can say the same thing.
how
What,
does
he
it-
bangs? Why does Kawhi lead by example? He bangs points. KD,
No, but
KD does lead by example in terms of play.
No, but I'm trying to understand. If you're saying that the Nets can't do it because they don't have leadership, okay, you're saying the Clippers have leadership, but they still couldn't do it with leadership.
But they don't have,
So
KD leads by example in terms of making shots, but KD also doesn't lead by example with all his mummy boy antics and his all other stuff with his burner accounts. That leading by example. Kawhi doesn't do that stuff. Kawhi is really
it's
neutral.
being quiet leading by example.
No, but Kawhi's really neutral. I would say Kawhi's leadership wasn't what it needed to be in order to uplift the Clippers in order to get them to the playoff
But
conference final.
who says Kawhi is a leader? Where have we seen that? In Raptors where? Spurs where?
He led by
He
example.
came as a
He
high.
was the leader at Raptors.
In Raptors. OG Kyle Lowry. That's been there since.
Hey, Kawhi said. Kyle Lowry said when Kawhi came, he said this is Kawhi's
Kawhi's a
team.
leader. KD's a leader.
Yeah, that's what Kyle Lowry said. When Kawhi came, he said, "Yo, dog, this is your team."
They're
It
both
was his
leaders,
team.
man. KD's a leader too. Kawhi's a leader.
KD's not. KD's a mummy's boy.
That's the thing.
KD's
Okay,
a mummy's boy.
okay, you say Kawhi's a better leader. KD's a better player.
Wait.
Nah.
KD might have learned because KD was part of a team that had 3 leaders.
Yeah, maybe. Let's hope he learns.
Clay's a leader. Steph's
But when you're talking like this-
Draymond is a leader.
I don't see it.
KD, man, he does a lot for the community as well, man. It's there.
Well, Rashford does a lot for Q. Maybe he can't balance all three.
Rashford and KD.
Maybe
You
they can't
compare
balance.
the two.
Maybe they can't balance it as well.
You're wild. So Clippers face next season in the final. Who's gonna win?
I'm taking Clippers.
I'll take Nets.
taking
'cause I know
Nets.
KD.
I'll take it Nets to the bank. KD and Kyrie against Kawhi and Clay. Kawhi and Paul George. You better drunk.
taking
Let's see what trades
You better drunk. You better pray that final doesn't happen. You better get embarrassed.
that's got it.
You better get embarrassed 2 years in a row. Or you Kawhi fans get embarrassed 2 years in a row.
Move coach.
I don't even remember this, yeah? When it happens, when it happens.
If it happens,
In fact, watch, it won't happen because Clippers won't hold up the end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Just like this year.
Because okay, so we already put
Clippers.
some early season predictions.
Book it. Book a dinner bet. Book it.
Clippers
Book
versus
it.
Nets.
Any dinner you want, Hakkasan, you want another cup anywhere. Book it.
I want a flight.
Hey, what?
Book a flight. I want a flight.
What to where to?
I want a flight to America. I want a flight. That's how.
Hey, book a flight.
Plane ticket. Let's put plane tickets on it. That's how I come with that out. My next summer's gonna be in LA.
What? So we don't put plane tickets. If Clippers and
Clippers and Nets.
they make the final, you're betting
Nets
to win.
Nets.
Nets to
KD
win.
and Kyrie against Paul George and who's the other?
Flats.
I don't
Flats.
think-
You want to
I
put flats?
don't-
Let's go.
I don't think Clippers want to see Nets.
Let's go. Let's go. Flats.
The West is
Flats.
too. The West is too.
If they meet the finals, let's go.
The West
You heard
is
it
too-
first. We're booking
the
flats.
If they meet.
Then meet.
The
The
West
West
is
is flats.
the West is too deep for us to say Clippers are gonna be in the final.
If that's what it's a big.
That's what I'm saying. It's only if they
You don't know
meet.
anyone who's getting out of the West next season because bare shit is changing. So
We can talk about the East, as in I can see.
I won't be
Nets
shocked
coming out of the East.
I won't be shocked if they don't get out of the East. I won't be shocked.
By who's-
I said I won't be shocked.
Who's knocking them?
I won't be shocked.
Boston with Tatum and Brown.
I won't be
Ghost
shocked.
Brown.
I won't be shocked. Wait, this you lie because Brown actually held his
Brown
end of the
tried,
bargain.
yeah.
Brown tried. It's Tatum. It's Ghost Tatum. Tatum holds end of the bargain.
Tatum hasn't performed. No. Because Tatum hasn't performed, they would be in a conference.
Shooting 26% from free. That's on Tatum like.
Okay.
Tatum holds his end of the bargain. All across the board, Brown did his thing. Tatum did his
Brown
thing.
for what he does, he did before. It's true. Tatum was the guy that they looked for.
At the very least, Brown was more consistent. Tatum had bigger games, but Brown was more consistent.
The Celtics are not going to win anything because their leader is Marcus Smart, who took 22 shots in game 6.
It's just not good enough.
That's not, it's not good enough. So they need to get a new leader.
Better leader than Kyrie.
Okay, but talent, look at the talent though.
They got out the same.
So you're Marcus Smart to the Kyrie.
No, I'm saying he's better leader than Kyrie.
Okay, cool. I just want to check that.
Why are you going to Kyrie so much?
I'm telling the truth.
All the leadership talk, that leadership talk got Clippers nowhere. So I don't know about the leadership talk.
They're the worst man. They're the most overrated man in NBA.
I'm on the productivity talk. That's what I'm on. And I know what KD and Kyrie's giving me.
Kyrie against the Bucks.
What's Kawhi and Paul George giving you? Okay, Kawhi, what's Paul George giving you?
Bricks. Lou Williams.
I know what KD and Kyrie's giving me.
In normal conditions, Lou will be back to his normal self.
You still back on Lou Will?
In normal conditions, Lou will be back to his normal self. In normal conditions. In normal conditions, Lou will be back to his normal self.
You see what happened to Lou Will? What LeBron did?
He had an all-time slump. It's not going to happen again.
In normal conditions, he didn't want to be there.
Lou Will or Caris LeVert?
The Clippers didn't want to be there.
Lou Will or Caris LeVert?
I'll take Lou Will.
I'll take Lou Will.
I'll take Lou Will.
What's the next segment?
Until Caris LeVert proves to me can back
Whoa.
that level.
What's the next segment? You saw LeBron in the playoffs.
Huh?
He was in this playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
He got swept. He talked about productivity.
He gave numbers.
He put up numbers.
He gave numbers and then lose. He needs to give numbers and then lose.
But
when the pressure cooker's there, when Caris LeVert does things,
you
saw Lou Will done against Golden State.
Against Golden State, yeah.
Okay, and they lost as well.
They lost.
But they get swept.
They get swept.
And Penn is the best team of all time. They got swept.
Because they didn't get
Get
swept.
that sugar out of
Because
them.
they lost 4-2 to the 1-0.
Yeah, but surely if your playoffs is that good, you can win.
Because they lost 4-2 to the 1-0.
Hey, we'll see who the Clippers get as a coach. Thankfully, Doc is gone. The most overrated coach in NBA history. He's gone.
Doc is the most overrated coach.
The most overrated coach
He has
in
to
NBA
be.
history.
He showed 3-1 leads.
And got the most Game 7 losses. You're the most overrated coach in NBA history. I look into the camera. You're the most overrated coach in NBA history. That's what Doc is.
He is. I'll agree with you.
Now he's gone. If they get Ty Lue,
Guess what? Doc Rivers went to from the most overrated coach to play with the most overrated players. So it suits him.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a perfect match.
It's a total mess.
That's the second team. They're going nowhere.
It's just going nowhere. It's
Okay. Hey, but Ty Lue to the Clippers, I don't know how that's gonna help. I don't know. Ty Lue at one point, he was so stressed he was missing games.
That's what LeBron does.
I don't trust him with Clippers.
I don't know what Paul George is gonna do to him.
Well, Paul George has got. He's mentally weak.
He's got 1 year left.
But that's what Coach LeBron does to you. Coach LeBron takes his toll on you. Let's be real.
So, well, Bradley Bill's on the market. If I'm Clippers, I'm trading Paul George for Bradley Bill.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, ASAP.
But you need to get another big man reliable because they can't just.
They will get a big man. Obviously, you know me. I like Dallas. Dallas are about 2 players away.
Yeah, you're a whore for Dallas. We know that.
No, Dallas are about 2 players away. We need a
Look at
veteran.
Doncic.
We need a veteran. We need a veteran, and then we need another big. And we need Porzingis to stay fit. And then obviously I look up.
You know a lot, but that's 5 things.
Yeah, we need a
Especially
veteran.
in the West.
We need a veteran. And we need Porzingis to stay fit. We can ball out. Porzingis can match up against
Dallas are
AD.
gonna be like a cute, like a Memphis sort of team. You're always gonna be
They're
strong.
gonna be like fifth
You're always gonna be
or
strong. You're always gonna be strong.
Obviously, OKC's falling. Actually, the West is so strong next year. Like 14 teams are competing to be in the play. Like only one team is actually avidly tanking next season.
Who's that?
That's gonna be OKC. They sacked Billy Donovan. They're gonna probably trade away Chris Paul.
Hopefully goes to
And
Bucks.
Gallinari's gonna be gone.
Okay, we could use Gallinari Bucks as well.
Yeah, Bucks can use everyone. It doesn't matter. Unless you get KD or LeBron, you're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Nah,
You're
they
always
shoot.
gonna lose.
They just need a reliable shot creator to pair up with Giannis and then be good to go. See if we can do that.
Bucks need God. They need God.
Needs that prayer.
I have faith in that.
We'll see. Giannis on a road to top 10 all time. We'll see.
What do you want to finish the pod on? I heard you had something to say.